Good afternoon, everyone. Let us continue today the previous discussion, what we were doing in the previous class. It was about elementary signals. We have already completed some 4 signals, 4 plus 4 actually 8 signals. The first one was exponential signal, both continuous and discrete. The second one was a sinusoidal signal, continuous and discrete. Third one exponentially damped signal, and the fourth one unit step signal, both continuous and discrete. I think you can see it on the screen. I have shared it. This was the work given to all of you as a work assignment. Hope you have tried. My voice is not audible.
Audible, ma'am.
So this was the work given to all of you, the second, third and the fourth condition for different values of alpha. I hope you have done it. I have already shared this document in your Google Classroom and HRMS. Please go through it. One simple example I can show you. The first one in the yesterday's class, it is done already. You can observe this is exponentially increasing signal. When your alpha value you take greater than 1. Okay. For sample value 2 I have done. You can try for 3, 4, 5, so on. And the second case, if you observe, when you take alpha between 0 and 1, I have taken 0.5. You can try with any other value between 0 and 1. It looks like it is exponentially decreasing. The same thing you can observe here also. See here? You can observe here. For 2 conditions we have already drawn. Exponentially increase, sorry, this is decreasing and this is increasing for A values negative or positive. Similarly, we can do this for first 2 cases of alpha values. First one, it is alpha value greater than 1. For second case, it is between 0 and 1. So it is exponentially increasing, exponentially decreasing. Now, 2 more extra cases will come here. If you see, this was the work given, I'm just repeating it. The third case, when you are taking the alpha value between 0 and minus 1, some negative value, I have taken minus 0.5. Here the pattern is somewhat different. You can check it. What observation you can make here? It is something like this. You cannot identify it like this. Let me draw it for more samples. These are only for 5 different n values. Something like this. Something like this, it continues. Okay, it's a combination of both. You can see. For third case, it is like this. And check for the fourth case, when you take less than minus 1, I have taken it for minus 2. The similar kind of figure you will get in, it's a reflection. Okay, something like this. Smaller value, bigger value. Likewise, so exponentially again here it is increasing, here it is like this, negative side. So these 2 figures, if you take many samples, the shape of this signal you will understand it better. So better you take some more n values and try to draw. So overall these are the different cases for alpha. And we have already covered sinusoidal signal, exponentially damped and unit step signal. The signal is called unit because the amplitude we get is 1 for both continuous and discrete. So till this we had already covered. Today let us continue with unit ramp signal. What do you mean by ramp? Ramp is nothing but a staircase, right? A ramp, a slope, something like this. Let me show you. Something like this, okay, which increases like this, okay. This is called a ramp, which increases, whose slope is increasing. This is called ramp. So how you define a unit ramp signal? So again, we will define it for both continuous and discrete. A continuous time ramp signal is given by, how you define it? No doubt it is called unit. How you define it? It is equal to t for t greater than or equal to 0. The value is t. In general, it is t. And 0 for t less than 0. This equation, what is written here, this can be analyzed in this particular signal. We can see it. Less than 0, horizontal axis is your time. Vertical axis is your ramp signal indicated as a small r of t, continuous time t. So if you see horizontal axis, the negative time, you don't have any amplitude of the signal. However, if you go towards the right side from 0 onwards, it is like this. This condition is satisfied already. Left side, we don't have anything. For this, let us try. Let us try getting the values. What we will do, for t greater than 0, let us start with 0 only because it is greater than or equal to 0. So let us start with substitution of t equals to 0. So for t equals to 0, the value is 0 itself. Hence, at time 0, no amplitude. Now at time t equals to 1, you assume, you can take any in between value also, okay? You can take 0.5, say, because it is a continuous time signal, you will get amplitude at all the points. So for simplicity, I have taken here 1. If you take 1, t is equal to 1, the amplitude is 1, somewhere here. What I'll do, I'll show you here. This is your time. This is your r of t. At the time t equals to 0, no amplitude. At the time t equals to 1, if I just mark it like this, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so on, I will just mark this point as 1. Okay. Then put t equals to 2. If I take t as 2, say if this is your 1 and this is your 2, 3, and 4, and so on, 2 somewhere comes here, okay, somewhere here. Let me just encircle it because many dots are there. Then substitute t equals to 3. I am putting all the whole numbers for my simplicity. You can take any intermediate value also. Whatever t you take, that will be your amplitude because that itself you are defining r of t. So if you take t as a 3, say somewhere here, you will get. So again t equals to 4, somewhere here you can take. So likewise, if you try to join all the points, it looks like this, ramp. Hence it is called a ramp signal. Fine. I think you are familiar with this ramp signal even in network theory as well. You have studied unit step, ramp, and impulse already. Network analysis, you might have studied it. Can anybody tell me? This is my question to all of you. In the previous elementary signal, which is unit step signal, we call that unit step signal as a unit because amplitude is 1. Now tell me why we call this ramp as a unit ramp? Because nowhere you are finding 1 because amplitude is increasing. Where you are finding it 1? Anywhere? If you check ramp, the value is just t, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. You are not, that amplitude is not constant. It is not unity, it is not 1. So why we call this signal unit ramp signal? Why not simply ramp? Why we call this signal unit ramp signal? There is a reason behind it. Please try to analyze the figure and let me know. At least try. Anybody? You can unmute and answer, no issues. Okay, someone has answered. Let's see. Yes, very good. Tasleem. It is because of the slope. How you find the slope of any straight line? Of any line, how you find the slope of a line? Okay, if this is a line, assume. Okay, you take 2 points, you measure the distance and take the ratios y by x probably. If you take that, if you find the slope of this signal, this straight line, it is equal to 1 because you check here this block, assume it, horizontal and vertical length is 1, 1 only. Here only, if you check this particular, horizontal it is 2, vertical is 2, 2 by 2, 1. So again, horizontal it is 3, vertical it is 3, 3 by 3, 1. Slope is equal to 1. Because the slope is 1, it is called unit ramp signal. Very good. So let us continue with the discrete time. Discrete time ramp signal or sequence. It is given by R of n because n is the variable. R indicates a ramp. Is equal to, earlier it was t, now it is n, small n indicating the time. Similarly, the way we have drawn R of t, let us try to draw R of n. You can observe here, for n less than 0, that is negative values, we don't have any amplitude of the signal. That's what is shown here. There is no amplitude on the left side. But as n proceeds towards the right side from 0, that is n greater than or equal to 0, the value is equal to n in general. Say n is 0, amplitude is 0. n is 1, amplitude is 1. n is 2, amplitude is 2. Don't join this. Okay. In continuous, we have joined it here like this. Here don't join, but you can just see. It is like this, ramp only. You should not join, just for your information I am joining it and showing you. So this is about ramp signal. And whatever note I have written, that you will understand it later. Let us go for the last one, last signal, elementary signal, that is unit impulse signal. So a continuous time unit impulse signal, delta of t, this del option, this notation is used, delta of t, it is given by, the value is 0 for t not equal to 0, means if this is your signal, if this is your time, and if this is your delta, then t not equal to 0 means any value, negative, positive, whatever, on both sides. On both sides, whatever, if it is there, the value should be 0. Means here we don't have any amplitudes. And overall, if you integrate this, integration from minus to plus infinity delta of t, this is nothing but 1. Means only at time t equals to 0, this kind of arrow mark is shown to show the area under the curve. You are not getting any curve here, okay? For example, if this is, say, this signal, you can find what is the area under this, right? By using the integration method. You use the integral to find the area under the curve. You have studied this already in the calculus integration part. So, area under the curve for impulse signal, it is equal to 1. Hence, if you see here, below, I have drawn it. The signal looks like this. We don't have any amplitude on both sides, except at t equals to 0, showing this straight line. Okay, it is extending like this. The amplitude, we are not indicating 1. We are telling that the area under that line is equal to 1. Okay, indirectly we are telling. And so whenever you get like this, it indicates impulse. Remember this. Similarly, let us define a discrete time impulse signal. How we can define it? Here it was generally the integral. Here we can directly specify, because in case of continuous time, we have to integrate. Why is it so? Because in case of continuous time signal, amplitude is throughout. Okay, at every point of time, amplitude is there. So in order to add all the points, what you do? For addition, you use what? Either sum or integration. Both indicates addition. Sum is like this, and this is your integration.